God, dude, it was unbelievable. That thing's still in my garage. He asked me to ship it back. I'm like, no. Shipping it back a goddamn spray painted leaf blower covered in 2-stroke oil and gas? Like, fuck no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Bork, bork.
Come on, Dave.
Where'd he run off to?
He just went to the back.
Oh,
Come on, Dave.
there we go. Extension cord. 5 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. Was anyone here for the first Schmooball launcher when we were in the basement? Well, a couple people. Most of them died from cancer. It was a 2-stroke leaf blower that had an attempted conversion to a Schmooball launcher, and it didn't work, and it spewed. What? What do you mean I'm wrong? Did it work? Oh, it wasn't the first one. Oh, we have some lore here from the audience. Yeah. Al. Oh, Al. I'm so glad you could make it. Speaking of Schmooball launchers, there's Al. What was the first Schmooball launcher? Well, yeah. Yay, Al. No one's even applauding for you, Al. Nobody even seems to care. No. Okay. What was the first Schmooball launcher? What was it? The T-shirt launcher was. That's not technically a Schmooball, is it? Oh, it was. That seems like a round peg in a square hole. Okay, so the second Schmooball launcher was a 2-stroke motor that was in the basement that I'm impressed did not set off any alarms. And it still to this day is in my garage in the same box it was shipped to me in, still with fuel in it. That's how it was shipped to me. Just to be clear, USPS, it was a leaf blower, spray painted red with 2-stroke fuel in it. So anyway, these guys have taken this Schmooball thing to an art form. And I'm going to let them talk more because I don't need to talk anymore. Thanks. Here's Larry and this guy. Well, I know, but I was thinking something derogatory, but his real name is Dave. There you go. Thanks. Yay, go them.
Thanks, Bruce. And I'm surprised he didn't have anything derogatory for me. So, welcome. This is building the 2008 and 2009 Schmooball launchers. It's a series of tubes. We're not talking about the internet. All right, so let's get right into it. My name's Larry Pesci. I'm from Paul.com Enterprises. We do Paul.com Security Weekly, HackNaked.tv. We're a security podcast that talks about security news, vulnerabilities, research. We do some technical stuff to help some of you guys out that maybe need some help with some stuff, because I know we're not all experts on everything. And we also have my good friend, Dave Lauer. Hey, we have 2 of these. All right. So Dave, about Dave.
I'm Dave. I do the Security Justice podcast. They're out there somewhere.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. Yay! That's about it.
All right.
Real exciting.
Yeah. All right. So first, Dave, I took the liberty of going first. Sorry. So my designs this year and last year. Last year's on the left. Yes, the left. So it was loosely based on a potato cannon design. I'd been playing with potato cannons in the backyard for a couple years and shooting potatoes through plywood, and that was loads of fun. So drew some inspiration from the 2-stroke one, and had a good time, and we milled this. Unfortunately, it was really big, and it was shoulder fired like a bazooka. So a little bit of a problem to cart around, and based on compressed air from paintball tanks, so had to have it shipped. Jack Daniel from Astara was kind enough to have it take up storage on the Schmoo bus, and had a good time. So we did have a holding tank for CO2, and was a little bit of a challenge. PVC is only rated to 120 PSI, and they recommend you don't pressurize it. And what am I doing? Pressurizing PVC to 120-something PSI. So we run into some issues. This year's design was loosely based on a sort of a paintball gun type marker. I nicknamed it the Pistol. And the picture that's on the slide there was my initial design that when I got to the hotel yesterday, was able to acquire it, got up this morning, hooked it up, fired it, and it failed miserably. I shot the ball literally 3 feet. So fortunately, I had packed a whole bunch of extra parts. We found that really the problem was the direct feed from the CO2 tank. I did not have that chamber any longer. So what we did was we cannibalized the parts from last year, to this year's cannon. So when we do a little bit of demo later, you'll see that the chamber from last year's cannon is actually attached to this year's cannon. So I was hoping it'd be nice and portable. It didn't end up that way. So some of my safety considerations, as you can see from the video, PVC turns into shrapnel real fast. I also didn't want to involve any fire because, well, we like this hotel. All right, we like this hotel. So I didn't want to have any fire, didn't want to have any combustion, didn't want to set off any smoke detectors, you name it. Have to be careful with pressure. The paintball tanks, depending on what temperature we're running at, they run about 3,000 PSI. That's a problem. Explosions. I did use the unmodified sprinkler valves, so they're electrically controlled sprinkler valves. And you can modify them so they discharge faster. I didn't do that, and I'll get to that real quick. We did use a double trigger action, so you're actually having to press 2 electronic buttons to complete the circuit, so we're not accidentally hitting one and shooting myself in the face or shooting someone accidentally. I under-designed all of it so that I'm up here to shoot a shmoo-ball at, say, Bruce and not kill him. I mean, I didn't want to hurt the poor guy. Again, needed to make sure that the projectile, when it came in contact with the target, wasn't going to kill him. We like Bruce.
We like Bruce.
We do like Bruce. All right, so I had a couple of issues building both versions. Most of my stuff comes from Home Depot, and you can imagine me spending a couple of hours in Home Depot at lunch. So the complete lack of fittings to go from paintball to 3-inch or 2.5-inch PVC is a nightmare. So you end up using step down to step down to step down to step down, and every time you do that, you introduce air leaks, and it's crazy. I had some other suggestions for finding valves and went back to the standard sprinkler valve because everything I found wasn't pressure rated much past 75 PSI, which wasn't going to do me a lot of good because I was doing high pressure. Another challenge that Dave was able to resolve for me at Home Depot was finding 2 3/4-inch inner diameter tubing. So we ended up doing 2.5 in my case. Another one, temperature. Cold PVC explodes faster than room temperature PVC, and the CO2 is all liquefied in the tanks, so when you charge the cylinder, it gets really cold really fast, so you have to charge it slow. And the biggest one, as you can see from some of the pictures, was time. New father, 15-month-old, and she takes up a lot of time, and proceeded to help Dad every time he attempted to build the shmoo-ball launcher, and was a big distraction. Okay, Dave.
Okay, well, mine is much faster. Matt Neely, who's over here in a kilt, you'll obviously see him. I think he's the only one in a kilt. Did a talk in Cleveland about ShmooCon. I saw the Hack 5 video. Their cannon, I liked it. I said I can do that or better, so I did last year, and we attacked Bruce. The best line from my wife was, "You better not destroy the leaf blower." Little did she know that's why I bought the leaf blower. Yeah. As you can tell, it was kind of cold outside when I built the first version. That was kind of a mistake. Paint doesn't dry real well outside. So painted indoors. She'd have killed me, of course, with the hardwood floors and all.
Yeah, Dave will also comment on that. Yeah, I spent the last 6 weeks building mine, and here in New England, it was very cold.
Thanks to GM1 if he's out here. Oh, well, he's probably out doing security. That was him last year. And then you saw him again a little while ago do another attack. This is a video from Nauticon of Drew Curtis from Fark.com. He shows up there sometimes. That's his kid, by the way, that's in their storm, who's helping us attack his dad.
This will be like a soccer game. It'll be like, hey. You're rolling. Turn it. Here we go. Ready?
He begged me to attack Daddy with it.
Good job.
That video in its entirety is on YouTube, and you can also get it from Ted probably, because he still has those. So my version my cannon for version 2, I changed the ball tube to this hopper, which I never got to test before today with more than about let's see, 9 balls in it, so it's kind of depressing. I did manage to find 2 3/4-inch tubing for a reasonable price. Because that's extruded, not casted, so it's not an accurate 2 3/4-inch. Places that wanted accurate ones wanted like $350 for like a 10-foot pole of it, so it was kind of ridiculous. I added a small little tiny camera with a laser pointer to it just to have lots of video footage. Yeah, this next site might be disturbing. View with your own risk.
Yes, so you may want to avert your eyes. Yes, this next picture is that of Dave waxing his balls.
So now I was corrected because technically they're being waxed for whoever they're being shot at. So it's not really mine.
So he could be waxing all of your balls.
Yeah. Figured out that I needed some kind of a lubricant to push it down the tubes. Be
That's
very
what
happy I came up with dry lubricants.
That's what she said.
Yes. Recycled was not allowed.
What kind of lube did you use?
It actually turned out to be, in the end, it turned out to be turtle wax. Yeah. Yeah. Who was it? You've earned yourself a shmoo ball. We'll throw it that way in a little bit. Quick closing thoughts. Volunteer for cons. They don't happen on their own. Almost every con wants help, especially during cleanup. It's a good way to get to meet the staff and do a good service, but don't pull the electrical power till Ted tells you can. Otherwise, you could do bad things to Ted.
Yes. And speaking of Ted, please support Ted. He does a great work for all the cons and ShmooCon as well. So buy his DVDs, please. Support Ted. He does great stuff for the cons, and
Yeah.
he gives a lot back. So we can do some demos for you guys. I'm assuming we got a couple of minutes here. But big thanks to the Shmoo Group for the conference to begin with. A big thanks to our wives.
Yeah, and kids, because they obviously helped.
Yeah, mine helped. And again, thank you for all to you guys for coming, listening to us drone on.
Yep.
So let's ramp up and fire a couple of shmoo balls at you guys. So here's our contact info. You wanna find us. This presentation will be on the ShmooCon webpage later, so we'll have all our contact info.
And the podcaster meetup, which will be tonight at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Where, guys? Right over there in the hallway.
Same
Beautiful.
place it was last year if you were here last year.
Great. All right. So let's fire a couple of balls.
Did you say we could play with our ball?
Hey.
So let's see here. Hopefully this time it won't jam like it did last time.
What's the matter, Nick? You don't like having stuff pointing at you?
I'm just curious what the range will be.
Please tell me I'm not out of air.
Where'd Bruce go? Bruce was supposed to volunteer for this.
I think I'm out of air.
Let's see here. Try to shoot in the duck anyone in the way. That wasn't on the highest one. That was on the middle. That was on the middle one. That was on the third one. Got another ball up here?
No.
Ah.
Paul, you want to go get the bag of balls?
side power.
We need
Yeah.
the balls back.
Where's the ball go? Yeah.
Balls on stage.
Wait a minute, there's 4 up here.
Okay, high power. Let's try it for distance. that kind of brings us to a point that we were talking about earlier. Was this is supposed to be kind of interactive? Anyone who wants to build their own. Next year, maybe we'll do a. Did you want that? We wanted to do something like maybe a shoot off or something interesting. So make your own designs. Nice. Thank you for hitting the ceiling, I think. It's better than us. That was really loud.
Nice.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Wow. It's kind of scary. So the idea is that next year.
I could.
Just like the old days.
I don't think I have anything. Oh, yeah, I do.
You don't have anything to ram it down with?
Use my dong? What?
Use a microphone.
So,
So-
yes.
So yes, next year we have other designs, more ideas of things to make and change with this. But if you guys want to be involved, go for it. Make your own design, bring it with. Hey, we got a picture.
Last
At least he made it up here. Yeah.
Are protection services available for speakers?
Well, protection services are available. Come see me or one of the security justice people. I will refer you to either Tom or Matt as my negotiation dealers.
The weaponry's already spoken for at that time.
Maybe for attack services.
Sales, all sales are final. No refunds on misfires or other things. But yes, both of our services are available, assuming that we are available at that time.
All right, and I don't.
Buy
really
your schmoo balls early; they may sell out.
Yep. So, I don't have a lot else. I don't know about you, Dave, and we really wanted to come up here and give you guys a good demo, and it looks like it worked pretty darn well.
Yeah.
And again, Dave was saying, I encourage you guys, if you can, come next year, build a launcher. We may think about some contests next year.
Definitely.
If you're going to do it, be safe about it. And to me, it's a different type of hacking. It may not be technology related, but I think of it more of hacking Home Depot. I mean, I can go, I can walk into Home Depot and, look at all this stuff and go, I can make something out of this that the manufacturer didn't intend, and I can make all this stuff do things that the manufacturers didn't intend it to do, like take a water sprinkler valve for lawn sprinklers and turn it into something for compressed gas and do it that way. So it's a different type of hacking altogether.
You didn't ask any of their salespeople for help, though, did you?
No, so you have an interesting story behind that.
Okay, now I don't remember, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
So what was it? Give me a hint, and I'll remember.
Nerf.
Oh, yeah. So I figured in the design of this, I should call up Nerf because I thought that, gee, who knows more about launching balls than Nerf? They've been doing it for years. Yeah, they're not real helpful. And I think they had a comment, something like, anything you say can and may be used as creative property of Nerf. So it's kind of like, so if I call and I leave a message or I...
Fail.
Yeah.
Nerf leaf blower.
Yeah, anyone here work for Toro? Maybe they'll give me a sponsorship for... Yeah, you have to ask, you never know.
Ooh, balls. At least they weren't in my wife's purse. Okay. All right, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, and enjoy
Enjoy
the
the con.
So at 5 o'clock, we'll have Julia Wolf talking about shutting down the spammers. You got 10 minutes of break.
And I got 2 schmoo balls.
Are they waxed?
No.
Well, it depends if they were recycled. That's why I left it clear. Because I got your other